When my mom told me she had breast cancer, I was kind of just devastated. She pulled me aside and I could tell something was wrong as she was visibly upset, and she broke the news that she had found a lump, and yeah, I was just devastated and unsure of what was gonna come next.
Stephanie was diagnosed with breast cancer 1 year after I was. My daughter's way too young for this. She was only 30. Yeah, it wasn't fair. It's like, she shouldn't have to go through that.
The day I found out my mom had breast cancer, I was about 22, 23 years old. And when I got home, I saw my mom. She was sitting towards the fire. She stood up, gave me a hug, and told me that she was just diagnosed with breast cancer, and didn't know how to be comforting, because it's just something that, as a son, it's something that you never expect to hear about your parents.
In 2005, I was relocated to Columbus, Ohio. 2007, Joyce was diagnosed with cancer. She said that this cancer is hurting me, but you've been away from me, it's hurting me more, so we decided to move back.
There had been members in my family who have had cancer, and you see them go through it, but when it's your mom and someone you live with and you see every day, and you see just how that chemo progresses and how much it really takes a toll on their body, it was hard to watch.
Joyce's cancer diagnosis has impacted my life in a way that I never take life for granted. Spending time with my sister means the world to me.
One of the most important things that any survivor should know is you're not in this alone. You have a huge support system of people behind you.
Steve was beside me the whole time. Jeremy stayed beside Stephanie. You have more support if there's two of you instead of going the route by yourself.
I take her to her chemo treatments. I'm with her, I spend time with her at home, so she's not there alone. Whatever Joyce needs, I'm there for her to help her out.
It's really important to rally behind the person who's been diagnosed. I think my mom felt comforted having me by her side and having my sister Maddie by her side as well, just as a crutch to kind of lean on.
This girl she is strong through courage, yet knows that we need a support network. And I think that was one of the ways that she cared for herself, but yet let others care for her too.
The race for the cure has always been an important thing for my family, because all of a sudden she was surrounded by thousands of survivors, thousands of people that are there for the survivors, and it's just a very, very positive atmosphere for everybody.
We've had the opportunity to see many people that, if they had not been screened early, had not sought treatment and found the community that Komen has provided for us, probably maybe not walking that walk or running that run.
You think about the positivity that comes out of the event, and for those that are in a deep, dark place at that time, it shows them hope. And I had a lady a couple years ago come up to me and just give me a hug, and she did not let go for about 5 minutes. And she just stood there and she cried on my shoulder because she knew what I was doing, and she shared her story with me, and I was able to share my mom's story because she was actually recently started treatment. And she just needed to hear something positive about a different survivor.
You can be a support to anybody going through cancer. And the more research we can do, the better off. The more money we raise, the more research we do, the better off we are.
And if you want to donate money, the amount does not matter. It's just giving what you feel comfortable giving and knowing that that came from the right spot.
Any organization that funds research is extremely important and extremely crucial, not only for research, but just as a resource to go to for a lot of different topics with breast cancer.
The ongoing research for breast cancer is so important because there's a lot of research done for the stages 0 to 3, but not a lot for stage 4, the metastatic.
We've come a long ways in cancer, research, development, cure, and screening. I think it's just really hope for all generations past us to not have to face these dilemmas, these devastating moments that we've had, that we can be more preventative rather than reactive. And I think Komen's message has certainly changed our mindset about how we should approach cancer, and to bring awareness to not just our community, but also to those that have all been touched by cancer. And what that has meant to us is everything.